When I was 17, I became pregnant for the first time, and I knew I had a decision to make. I am here today to inform you about some of the arguments associated with Roe versus Wade. Since I find Roe versus Wade to be a compelling and controversial argument, I have done extensive research to provide you with the most current information. After this demonstration, you will have obtained enough information to make a decision on whether you oppose or support the Roe versus Wade ruling. With our roadmap in place, let's begin with the reasons people support the decision. There are two main reasons people support the Roe versus Wade decision. The first is the belief that a woman should have control over her own body. For example, Frances Rade, chair of the Israel Association for Feminist and Gender Studies, states it is a woman's human right to have control over her body. To elaborate, a woman should have access to safe and affordable health care and contraceptives without fear of discrimination or persecution. The second is the belief that legal abortions prevent or at least reduce the risk of serious health complications associated with back alley abortions. In addition, Rade states since abortion has been legal, women have been provided with safe and professional health care, reducing the risk of permanent complications. Supporters of Roe v. Wade fear that if this option were to be prohibited, women would resort to back alley or unsafe abortion practices, leading to infection, infertility, or even death. With the reasons covered for support of Roe v. Wade, let's discuss why they oppose it. There are two main reasons why people oppose the Roe versus Wade ruling. The first is their religious beliefs. Bruce Riley Ashford, professor of theology and culture at Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, states, as discouraged as we may be, we view pro-life advocacy as a prelude to an anticipation of our hope that Christ will one day return to set the world right. Thus, with hope in hand, we will advocate for human dignity as a matter of Christian witness and obedience, whether we win or lose politically. In other words, religious groups not only fight for political reform, but for religious and developmental reformation as well. They feel that they are protecting the humanity of God. The second reason is the belief that life begins at conception and to terminate that life is murder. To illustrate, the article on Should Abortion Be Legal by procon.org, killing an innocent human being is wrong, even if that human being has yet to be born. To explain, life begins at conception. The fetus has a right to life, and to terminate that life is murder, and anyone who violates that right should be punished. In conclusion, we have heard compelling arguments associated with the Roe v. Wade case. Let's review what we have learned. First, we learned that women should have control over their own body, and the belief that legal abortion would prevent or reduce health complications associated with back alley abortions. Next, we have learned why people oppose the Roe v. Wade ruling because of religious beliefs and that taking a human life is murder. Religious groups are fighting for political, religious, and developmental reformation and to end the life as murder. In 1973, the United States Supreme Court ruled that Roe v. Wade was a violation of our constitutional rights, making abortion legal throughout the U.S. Given this information, you will be able to make an informed decision on this controversial topic.